Last season, Leeds thrashed Derby 5-0 at Pride Park. This time round, Derby moved ahead in the 3rd minute after Dean Sturridge was fouled in the area. The penalty was perfectly placed by Stefan Schnorr. Molinar, who'd given away the spot kick, then redeemed himself with an equaliser for the visitors, rising high to meet David Hopkins' cross. And just before half-time, Leeds moved ahead, though their goal had a touch of luck about it. Harry Kewell's shot took a deflection off Lars Bohinen to leave Russell Holt scrambling in vain to make a save. In fact, Kewell's shot hit 2 Derby players before finding the net, Schnorr touching it towards Bohinen. 2-1 down at half-time, Derby equalised 11 minutes into the 2nd period. Schnorr provided the pass for Dean Sturridge to score his 3rd goal of the season. And didn't he like it? Leeds have now drawn all 6 of their away Premiership fixtures, but they nearly lost. In the final minutes, Derby substitute Dion Burton put a free header wide. Derby 2, Leeds 2.
West Ham lost 4-2 at Charlton last weekend and must have feared they were on their way to another defeat when Alan Shearer nodded in. But referee Graham Poll had spotted a shove on Rio Ferdinand, so no goal was given. Ian Wright had scored the winner here for Arsenal in each of the last 2 seasons, and he was to play a starring role again. The home team and their noisy supporters thought they should have had a penalty when Andy Impey tackled Paul Dalglish. But referee Poll was well placed and remained unmoved. Early in the second half came the moment which Newcastle boss Ruud Gullit thought changed the game. Stuart Pearce was sent off for serious foul play, a decision that amazed Pearce and that Gullit described simply as wrong. 12 minutes later, the Hammers took the lead. Trevor Sinclair's diagonal run took a defender away, but Ian Wright still had 3 men round him as he beat Shay Given. After a mistake from Temuri Ketspire, Trevor Sinclair was allowed to run far too far without facing a challenge. And after a touch from former Geordie Paul Kitson, Sinclair became only the 5th player to score for the Irons this season. The same man seemed to have set up Ian Wright for the 3rd goal. But a brilliant clearance from Alessandro Pistone delayed its arrival. John Hartson and Isle Berkovic were left to get to know each other on the subs bench. The big Welshman came on to play a part in Ian Wright's 6th goal this term. That's now 4 defeats in 5 league games for the Magpies. It ended Newcastle United 0, West Ham 3.
Wright was magnificent today from start to finish. I mean, he started first half, we had 3 or 4 chances where he'd carved people open, played a great ball through for Ian Pearce, had a shot himself, and he really looked sharp today. When you think he's 35 years of age now, he's a great credit to the game.
A frustrating day for Wimbledon, and the signs were there very early on. Robbie Earl's header inches away. And the Dons thought they were also inches away from Damian Johnson in the opening seconds of the second half. Ben Thatcher was adamant no contact was made. Ref Gary Willard didn't agree. And Chris Sutton didn't take any pity. Wimbledon's non-stop aerial onslaught did get them back on terms, though. Their 12th corner of the game met by Marcus Gale's head and Robbie Earl's chest. The Dons putting one over Rovers' new boy Nathan Blake, who joined Blackburn instead of Wimbledon. But as Tim Sherwood and a couple of his teammates prepared for their rush trip by Concorde to the Prince Nassim fight in the States, it was Blake who almost got the flying start, but he couldn't quite provide their first league away win. Wimbledon 1, Blackburn Rovers 1.
check the highlights. Paul Gascoigne back in uniform for Middlesbrough after more than 2 weeks in a rehab center. In the first half, Borough captain Andy Townsend hits a bullet saved by Dave Bezant, but Hamilton Rickard there to put the rebound home. Rickard! Nice celebration, but wait! The Colombian Rickard was ruled offside, so it's still 0-0. Not for long, though. Andy Townsend from midfield. The beautiful long ball to the streaking Brian Dean. Dean knows what to do with it. Borough led 1-0. Recently acquired from Benfica in Portugal, Dean makes his home debut nice with his first goal. On to the late stages of the second half. It is 18-year-old Chris Bart-Williams sending the ball in the box. He gets it back and finds Marlon Harewood. And Harewood surfing the net at goal.com. Just 2 minutes from time. Harewood with the great ball control, turns and shoots. Forest manager Dave Bassett, he'll celebrate the late goal because that gave his side 1-1 draw with Borough.